those games people don't realize are like game changing. In 2013, we played. Remember the Cleveland game where we came back and in overtime, it was Denver. We elected to defend a certain goal because it had the wind to the back of it, so you could get the field goal. And everyone, was shaking their head. What's Belichick doing? This guy's an idiot. We ended up winning the game. Like no one could throw into that side of the wind.
No, and
it comes and it roots from the Giants' experience. I bet because Bill doesn't forget anything.
And Parcells, we were extremely what's the word for it? Careful. If it was 4th and 2 inches, we punted. Today, I mean, it literally could be this much. Punt it. Yeah. Let the defense get it. We'll get it back here.
But when you had that defense too.
Well, that had a lot to do. It was just the time of everything too. But we ran fake field goals, flea flickers. We did everything.
Did a flea flicker in the Super Bowl.
Well, we did a flea flicker, went for it on 4th, Yeah. And that play was extremely complicated, believe it or not, when Jeff Rutledge runs a sneak. We had 7 plays. He had to check into the right play. And they called it, a Arapaho, a run, a pass, a hit on the enemy.
Yeah.
That was what it was. And he had to pick which play. And it was a quarterback sneak because they didn't put a guy over the guard.
Wow.
But we gambled a lot. And I swear I can't remember when he made a gamble that we didn't make it. So Bill had a great feel. Parcells had a great feel for when to do those
and
things.
a plan when to do those situational plays. Probably like they went into the game with that potential situation to happen. They'd have 3 or 4 plays waiting for it.
Yeah.
You gotta have a plan when you go on those.
I could hear him. We're going to be aggressive.
Yeah.
And I kind of knew that meant we're going to really throw it and we're really going to take chances, which we normally didn't do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was great. I mean, he did it in the Super Bowl, the flea flicker, the 4th down. He was awesome at making those decisions, especially during big moments when people were getting tight. So
now you guys clearly you played Denver Broncos, Elway and the Broncos. What about did you guys play before them in the
played them during the regular season?
No, in the championship weekend. Did you guys play?
We were second.
You were second. So you knew the drive happened. You knew that they beat the Browns, and you knew going into the Win Bowl that you were going to play the potential Broncos.
We were in the locker room going out to play the game. That game was still going on at the very end. He was starting the drive.
Yeah.
And I remember looking up there and going, I knew Denver. We played them during the season. I'd played Cleveland the 2 years before that twice. And I go, God, I hope Denver wins because Cleveland's defense was a big pain in the you-know-what.
Yeah.
So I didn't know until we got out in the field. And I think we were just kind of warming up and getting ready to kick off the coin toss and all that. And I heard Denver won. And I remember just going, good, we match up better against Denver. That's all I remember thinking about that.
Okay. So then Super Bowl week comes. You guys have a bye week?
Mm-hmm.
You had the extra week?
We had the week in between. Yeah. So we got 3 days off, which was really uncommon.
And
then we came down and practiced on Thursday, and it was a little shaky, and it was more than shaky. I just remember getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Parcells was, Sims, I'll never give you any days off. It was, and it was bad.
It was too many days off, you think?
We're practicing against our defense. It's not like we're going to go out there and tear it up every day.
Yeah.
But I just remember how he was, I couldn't, here I'm going to get ready to go to the Super Bowl a couple of days later. And all I could do is I was nervous as heck because I know the practice was bad and he was brutal. Nothing changes. He lived it all. Practice was the most important thing of our life. And this is the most important day. And if it's not perfect, and it was, you walk into the building at 8 o'clock in the morning, or I'd get there about 7:30 for my first 8 o'clock meeting. And I would get nervous worrying about practice.
Damn.
Yeah.
Parcells, Sims, how many passes did you complete yesterday in practice?
Did he ever give you like positive encouragement to like,
Sometimes, yeah, privately. Sims, I'm imitating him. He goes, I'm really proud of you, son. You're doing well. You're leading the team. I'm just proud of you. Just want you to know today on the practice field, I'm going to tear into you. I go, well, can't we wait till we get, he goes, oh, come on. I got to teach these other, well, I can say it.
Yeah.
He goes, these other assholes got to see something. I got to get through to them. So I'm going to yell at you. And true to form, no matter how practice is going, if I do an incompletion, he'd throw his papers up in the air and go through these annex and just start ripping me. And I have to stand there like this and take it. And all the teams laugh. Yeah, get him, Bill. He's an ass.
That's such a great abusive relationship that in private, he's like, I love you, son. And then the second you're out there, he's like, you're garbage.
Oh, well, he's yelling at the offensive line one day, just crushing them. And I'm standing behind him going, get him. Because I was getting hit way too much in the games. And he goes, "Gah." And then, of course, he gets done yelling at me, turns around and goes, and it's your fault. And I go, of course it's my fault. I'm effing Sims. I was never, he called me effing Sims. I'm just
fucking Sims.
Yeah, absolutely. Fucking Sims, you're killing me.
But
he would blame me, and I go, well, what did I do? He goes, well, now you're their buddy. Take them out to dinner, Sims. Buy them some more presents. How's that working out for you back there, huh? Is it working out? You used to be their leader. They were afraid of you. And I just, okay. And
is that the line you have to walk? I thought you're supposed to take the line out to dinner.
Well, yeah, but he was mad at them. He thought I was soft on them because, they were my friends.
Yeah.
But I got in a car that night, which I did many times. I'm driving home and I go, hot damn, he's right. He's right. It's like a coach and players. There's a line.
Yeah.
And, the quarterback has a chance to influence people. And especially now here we are sitting here and, I saw Tom Brady yelling at his lineman. I mean, I got to admit, I did that a lot. But I only yelled at one of them. I would yell at the center and I would just crush him.
Yeah.
Well, it's not my guy. I said, you don't get the point. I don't care.
Chain of
Fix
command.
it.
Chain of command. Center's
okay.
the leader of the line.
Yeah. And Bart Oates was a great center for him. He'd go, after I'd yell at him, and I don't know why sometimes they didn't punch me out, because they're all twice the size of me. And Bart Oates would always go, okay, I'll get it straight. So it was great.